Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me. How's everybody doing? I'm setting up my home gym, and I wanted to share with you what I have in my garage. This is basically my garage. Um, I wanted to share with you what I have in my garage because with with everything that's going on with the coronavirus and businesses closing and people wanting to create some distance for safety and all that kind of stuff, I'm thinking about sort of being prepared and what I'm going to do if my gym closes for a couple days, weeks. Hey, how are you? Hi, Miguel. Nice to see you. Hey, Harry. Jose, Clay, nice to see you guys. Let me move this in so I can see what you're saying. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Martha. Nice to see you all. So I hope you're all doing well. How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing? These are some very unusual times, and with the cancellation of the event last weekend, I'm already kind of 2 weeks into changes, and sort of getting used to the idea that things are changing and my schedule has to change and what I do has to change. Hey, Clay, nice to see you. William, hi, Eric. And so in preparation, not going crazy or getting overly hyped up or worried about stuff, or because that doesn't really help much. I am thinking about, okay, I want to get my shoulder workout in. I want to continue to get my workouts in, because if I don't, that will really put me into the dumps. And so that means that I had to set up my home gym, and I wanted to show you what I've got going on here for anybody who's interested. Hey, hi, Brandon, thank you for joining me, all of you. It's really, really great to see you. I hope you guys are all holding up and doing well and feeling healthy. And I have my food. Water, and I keep certain things in my refrigerator and in my pantry, like all the time, like sort of the healthy stuff that I keep around me, so that I can eat well, because that's what's in my cupboards, you know what I mean? And so all that, my blueberries, all my good stuff. Still training hard from it. That's awesome, Brandon. Continued success on that. That's such a great goal to have. Martha, you're the only woman. So that makes two of us, two women in the room right now. So if you're interested in sort of what I'm going to do to continue to get my workouts in, of course, I have to make modifications. We are all making modifications. And things are changing, and so we're able to adapt, and that's what we do. And the better we are at adapting, the more successful we are, right? And so that's what I'm doing. And so I came into my garage, and I'm gonna be honest with you, everything in here was crazy dusty. There was cobwebs. There was cobwebs and dust all over my equipment, because I haven't been using it. I've been going to the gym for my workouts, because I have a great gym and I love going there. So I came in here today and did some spring cleaning, and got my little workout area together in anticipation of doing my shoulder workout. And I'm just going to show you what I have, if you guys are interested in seeing what I have here. Are you interested in knowing like what I've got in my setup here? It's not super extensive, but it is super adequate for me to continue to do my whole body workout. And so to start, let me see if I could show you my setup, okay? and then I'll try to read your questions and answer them. So I'm set up to do that. So, so you see here that I have a flat bench set up here, good sturdy flat bench. And then I also have this little bench here that is something that I can modify from an incline. It does like 3 different positions. I can go from an incline on this to a straight back, all the way to flat. So if I want to do like a step exercise, I can. I have my flat bench. But if I want to do like an incline movement for my chest, this little setup is perfect because it's not a really heavy bench, but it's sturdy. So I can do incline stuff, I can do flat stuff. So I've got my 2 benches in the gym. And then I have my little weight stack. I'm in my garage here, so it's definitely a garage. And I have my dumbbells. I've got 10s, 15s, I've got 20-pound dumbbells, and I've got my 30-pound dumbbells, which allows me to do my biceps. It allows me to do my tricep exercises. I can train my delts. I can do chest exercises with a full set of dumbbells. You know, I can do my back. You can do your entire upper body and then also benefit from using the free weights for your lower body too. And so I'm set up with that. And then I've got a whole 4 set of the kettlebells, which are awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit. So I've got, you know, a 10-pound kettlebell, which is great. It's really compact with a handle. I have a set of 4 of these. So if I want to do upright rows, or if I want to do front raises, a set of kettlebells is also awesome. And maybe you don't want to go with the dumbbells. Maybe you want to train with the kettlebells. You could do that too. I like having the ability to switch off and do both. And part of the thing for me is that I've been in the gym weightlifting and strength training for over 36 years. Very, very few breaks in that time. And so changing things up, different equipment, free weights, machines, dumbbells, kettlebells, bands. If you don't have the space for dumbbells, if you don't have the money for it right now, bands are awesome too. They're inexpensive. There's so many different ways that you can pick some inexpensive stuff up, small group of stuff to have at home to at least allow you to get some resistance going and to get a little bit of a workout out. And you already know, for those of you who are working out steady and have been doing it, that working out is great for your body, but what it does for your mind, for your self-esteem, it fights depression, is so important. And when you're going through tough times like we are right now, you really need to find a way to get a little bit of a workout. I don't care if it's push-ups. You can get on the floor and do push-ups. Thank you. So I'm not ageless. I'm aging every day like everybody else, but thank you for saying that. And so I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing to stay motivated, stay focused, take care of my health, and what my setup looks like. So the bands, the dumbbells, I've got benches, and then I've got a ball. Some of this stuff, you guys, I went to Marshall's and I spent like $8 on this ball so that I could do my abs and I can do lower back, leg lifts. And then I have some other stuff here, like I have a home. This is kind of a home set. It's pretty light, but I have my weights. It allows me to get my workout in. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm supposed to do my arm workout tomorrow and this feels so good already. So I'm just gonna do a couple more repetitions. So you can just see that my arms just want the stimulation. And my biceps are huge. Yet, big arms, big arms. So today I was supposed to train my shoulders. And I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna make an adjustment here so I can read what you guys are saying so I can talk to you because that's really what I wanna do. So bear with me for just a second while I make a modification here. Okay. So, girls with biceps rule. I agree with that, Brandon. My arms are getting pumped. My arms want to be pumped. So my question to you is this: as I'm, like all of us, looking at the possibility of, maybe the gym closes, and so then I have to modify my workout and I have to do it at home. What does that mean to me? I think the hardest thing is to stay motivated when things are going down and things are stressful. And so the good thing about it is that it's forcing me to think about, okay, what kind of workouts am I gonna do for my whole body? Like on Mondays, I usually go into the gym and I train back. I get a good back workout. Tuesday, I'll go in and I'll do chest and abdominals. And Wednesday, I'll go in and I do my leg workout, the lower extremity. Thursday, I go in, I do shoulders. Fridays, I usually go in and I do arms, biceps and triceps. And so what does that look like for me if I can't go into the gym for closure because they're closed or what have you, and I have to do it at home? And so I have to start thinking about which exercises I could do at home based on the equipment that I have. And even if I don't have equipment, what can I do to get a good workout in so I feel good and I'm taking care of my health and I'm taking care of my mental health, because that's such a big part of it. And so I'm thinking about videoing what I'm going to be doing at home and sharing it with you. Is that something that you might be interested in seeing, what my home gym workout might look like? Is anybody interested in seeing that? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, okay. All right, so Brandon wants to see. So for me, because I'm so used to going to a gym and I get to play with all this different equipment, Miguel is interested. Okay, cool. So when I'm home, it's like, okay, well, now I have to think about what the exercises are that I could do with dumbbells, with kettlebells, with bands, with my, my benches, what I have in-house, what am I gonna do for my legs? And so if I'm gonna think about that and I'm gonna do it anyway, I'd love to share that with you, and maybe it would be of benefit to you, which is my ultimate goal anyway, to help us all stay pumped. Used to work out in the park and hit the monkey bars. Monkey bars are great, and really you can work out anywhere. You can, you don't have to have free weights to do resistance training. You use your body. You can, do push-ups and you can do pull-ups. You can use the monkey bars. There's so many things you can do without actual weights if you don't have them available to you. And so those are the things that I'm thinking about now, is how am I going to get a really good workout so I stay healthy and I stay focused and my mental health is on point as things change. And so this whole situation has got me thinking about that now more than ever, and that's what I want to share with you. So I have kettlebells. I do. I have a set of, I got 10, 15, 20, and 25 kettlebells. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have kettlebells and I have a set of dumbbells. And I have a medicine ball as well, and I've got my benches, and then I have a bar with some free weights. So a long barbell, which is replacing the Olympic bar that I'm used to. So high reps. Yeah, so high reps, low reps, changing things up is really, really good for your body, because anytime you do something that your body is not accustomed to, it's a nice little shock to your system. Our bodies adapt really, really quickly, and so you really want to confuse your muscles. And doing a home gym workout is probably going to be one of the best things for me, because it's going to force me to do things differently from what I would do at the gym. Because no matter what, we get into grooves. And a lot of times we take the path of least resistance, because that's what our bodies are designed to do. We're always looking for the easy way out, even though that's not the best thing for us. So yeah, mixing up high reps is a great way to do it. And then one of the things I like to do is like I'll do a set of arms or do a set of shoulders, anything that I do. And then after I do my set, I will flex the muscle group I'm working on, hold the blood in that muscle group, hold my pump, and then I will go into a stretch position to let the blood come back out. And what I'm doing is I am taking all the blood that's in the muscle belly, I'm holding it in so that I keep the pump in there, right? And then I stretch that body part so that I start stretching the fascia that is surrounding the muscle belly, right? And what I'm doing there is I'm getting the muscle and the fascia ready for a bigger pump by stretching the fascia, getting that fascia to expand more, so that for my next set, when I get another round of pump, it's a bigger, more intense pump. Does that make sense? That's part of how I train, and I wanted to share that with you. So you're interested in kettlebells? Yeah, so a combination of kettlebells. I'm going to think about what my shoulder workout is going to be for tomorrow, and maybe taking snapshots of that and sharing that with you all so that you can see what I'm doing. And what I need from you, and I really want to thank you for joining me now, what I need from you is questions or requests. You can put that in the comment section and say to me, Denise, this is what I'm interested in, finding out about. I want to do a bicep workout. I want to use dumbbells. If you can be that specific, great. If not, that's okay too. What would you recommend? And then I'm happy to give you rep set sequences so that you know how many exercises, etc. Because that's the whole purpose of my channel. I really want to start sharing that information with you, and so I'm gonna jump on this opportunity to do that. Hi there. Hi there, Rook. Nice to see you. So yeah, so that's people. We always have to find a way to have fun, right? And so I even brought my hula hoop. I even brought my hula hoop. There's not enough here for my hula hoop. Because any movement is better than no movement, right? So even the hula hoop, for abs, for the abdominals. Hula hoop. It's really good for the abs. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. The hula hoop is awesome. So, and then of course, if I made you smile, life is good. I did my job. Movement is great. Any kind of movement is really, really important. That could mean walking around the block, getting dressed, getting out of the house for 15 minutes of a brisk walk. It is so good. It could mean pushing away from your desk or the bed or the couch and doing 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 push-ups. Your heart rate will elevate. Your brain starts to release chemicals. You're gonna feel better. It's just movement, more better. More movement, more better. And if I can help motivate you a little bit, then that's exactly what I want to do. Thank you, Brandon. And you are too. You are always that. So positive, so up. And I appreciate that about you. So, so with that said, anything you're interested in, please in the comments, let me know. Give me some direction as far as what you're interested in knowing about. This is going to be about my home gym setup. And I will show you, tomorrow I'm going to train my shoulders, what I'm doing for my shoulders from home, what my rep set sequences are going to be like, and you'll get to see what that looks like. The body doesn't know whether I'm at the gym or not. The body just knows that I'm working or not working. Right? So where I do it doesn't really matter as long as I do it. So that's the whole point. And so even I have to remind myself of that because, I'd like to be going to the gym, but if for some reason that can't happen, that doesn't mean that I don't get my workout in. Right? No excuses. No, not when it comes to taking care of yourself, your physical health, your sense of well-being and your mental health, and all those things come together when you work out. And that's why I am such a strong proponent of strength training. Your mental health, your emotional health is connected to your physical health, big time. So, and things are getting a little weird. People are frightened about what's going on with this coronavirus, and people are getting stressed out, and so on and so forth. And there's one more thing I want to say related to the virus or being sick or having a cold or the flu. If you have a cold, if you're feeling run down, don't work out. I never do. If I feel run down, if I feel like I'm coming down with a cold, if I feel like I just don't feel right, I give my body a chance to fight whatever it needs to fight in my system and get me healthy before I work out again. And I really want to impress that point on everybody, because over the years, and I've been in the gym for over 36 years, from time to time I'll go into the gym and over the years and have a friend say to me, oh, I'm not feeling well, I'm fighting a cold, and I just came into the gym to sweat it out. That is not what you should be doing. If you're sick, stay home. Allow your body to do what it has to do. It's got all the built-in mechanisms to fight any kind of an infection or virus. Let it do that. Let it do its job. Rest. Feed your body. Don't go out. Don't put more stress on your body. Heal, and then when you feel good, you go back in and you kick ass in the gym. Okay? 2 things. It's not going to make you feel better, and you might infect some other people, and that's not cool. So that's all I want to say. Someone recently reached out to me, said, I haven't been feeling well and I haven't been able to work out. And I said, don't worry about it. Let your body do its thing, recover, and then you hit it. You hit it hard once you feel 100% again. So I just want to impress that upon everybody out there. I'd love to train with you, Brandon. I hope we get the opportunity to do that. Okay, that's a great question, Ron. Nutrition. I eat a lot of really healthy foods, but I also drink protein powder drinks. That's one of the supplements that I always have on hand. I'm currently using the Species protein powder. They have a very high quality product, which I really, really like. You spend a little bit more for it, but the quality is really good, and it is a whey-based protein powder. I usually drink like 2 drinks a day of a whey protein powder to supplement the protein that I consume in my normal diet, because the truth is I'm not getting in enough protein without the protein powder. So I do drink a protein powder, and I have been for over 36 years, my whole career. Great question. Is it okay if you... Ron, I'm not sure the second part of your question. So the protein powder, yes. Is it okay if you don't get to lift? Can you still drink the protein powder even if you didn't go to the gym? Is that your question? I do, and I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why I do. The protein drinks for me help me with my cravings. Like when, you know, I might have a good meal and it was delicious and I'm happy, but then like right after dinner I want something sweet. I have a sweet tooth, like most of the world, and so when I have a protein powder shake, I have a shake ready in the fridge. I like to keep them cold, so I mix them and I throw them in the fridge so they're nice and cold. When that's ready in the fridge and it's late at night and I want something sweet, I go in and I get my drink, and I have my drink, and that helps me with cravings and stops me from doing cookies or, you know, stuff that I don't want to be doing before I go to bed. So yes to the protein drink. Even if you didn't get to the gym, for me, it stops me from eating stuff that might get me in trouble. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ron. So, Ron, I hope that was helpful. Pea protein powder. I've never had pea protein powder. I've never had pea protein powder. But here's the thing. There are lots of great protein sources out there. I use whey because it's a complete protein source. And I always have used whey. The things that the beans and legumes and the plant-based proteins are not things I have enough information about. I'm happy to do some research for you though. If you want to leave the question in the comment section, I'll do some research for you, and then I can kind of share what I find with you, because I'm always interested in that. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to do things. It's not just one way. We're all a little bit different, and what works for me might not work for you 100%. And so, you know, there's that. A lot of times you just have to find what works for you. Okay, so don't worry if, you know, I say I do this and that doesn't work for you for whatever reason. It's okay. You just find what works for you, and that's, you don't give up. You just try different things and see what that perfect combination of things is for you, and that's what that's all about. I'm not currently taking a pre-workout. I'm not. I have, but I'm not right now. Okay, so here's a good question. Do I think protein powder shakes are essential to being a pro bodybuilder, or is food enough? My personal experience is that food was not enough for me, and the protein powder supplements were important, especially if they have to have the branched chain amino acids that you need to repair muscle, right? And so I needed the protein powder supplements because I was not consuming enough chicken, enough complete protein sources in my food. I couldn't eat that much. And so the protein shakes are a convenient, tasty, easier way to consume the kind of calories that I needed to build the muscle that I wanted to build. I just don't have the appetite to consume the calories and eat. You know, I know people who have blended up chicken breast and tried to drink it because they just couldn't stand chewing on the chicken breast anymore. And so for me, I think the supplements are really, really helpful. They've been beneficial to me. You know, especially when you're dealing with cravings too. Oh my God, you know. So part of what's hard is there's a lot of great food out there that you can eat, but they're not the most fun foods to eat. So that's also part of the challenge. I've not tried a vegan protein powder yet, Brandon, but I'm not opposed to it because, you know, you could be vegan, you could be vegetarian, and still be a very successful bodybuilder and athlete. That's a fact. If you eat, that's a lot of calories. Yeah, I think you can. And I don't want to tell you, no, you can't, because I'm not qualified to do that. I'm just going to share with you what my experience is and what I know. I do the species protein powder. You can, I'm going to add a link in my description to this video for the species protein powder so that you can see what I'm using. They have some really great flavors too. And I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can see what I'm drinking, okay? Thank you, Michael. Hi, Mark. So my stomach, let's see, abs, see the abs, 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 biceps. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys, and I love talking to you. So you have your marching orders. Drinking protein. I drink my protein shake after I work out. For recovery. And I'm going to tell you something else. The other thing is that I don't eat before I train, especially right before I train, because I get nauseous. And so, but then right after my workout, within like 15 minutes, I'm like ready for a meal. My body's ready to refuel and to go into, you know, set up for repair mode. So I drink my protein drink after my workout. I don't do it before. I don't eat before I work out either because I get nauseous. If my stomach's full and my body's trying to digest my food, you know, that's a process, especially with protein. It takes longer to digest. I get bloated feeling, and then trying to lift and put my belt on and focusing on my workout and movements does not work for me. It may work for you, it may work for other people, but it does not work for me. I wait until after, and then I eat right away for recovery. And you may know this, but when you go into the gym and you lift weights and you work out, you're tearing down the muscle when you're working out. Every time you do a repetition, you do it the right way, you're putting micro tears into the muscle, so you're tearing down the muscle. You're not building the muscle when you're in the gym getting your workout, and you're tearing it down. The building process happens as a result of the body's repair mechanism that kicks in. Your body starts to, oh, I gotta repair this muscle, right? And so if it has the tools it needs to do that, the proteins that it needs, the rest that it needs, then your body will start going to work on building bigger, better, stronger muscles. That's how it works. So you go into the gym to tear down the muscle, you rest, you eat good food, and your body starts to repair that muscle fiber. Does that make sense? You probably already knew that. Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining me. You eat almost every 4 or 5 hours after your workout. Okay, and that works for you. That works for you? Hi, Barbell Man. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Jeremy. Nice to see you. You may need advice on controlling carbs. Please put that in the comment section for me so that I can share what I do and what works for me. The thing about carbohydrates is that depending on what they are, your body can turn into like the black hole. If it's tasty, if it's salty, then your body just wants to keep eating. Your body just wants to keep consuming carbs. And so that's another place where protein comes in. Protein will satiate you more than carbohydrates and fats will. Okay, so having protein in your diet, even when you're having your carbohydrates, is a really good idea because you feel fuller faster. That's another reason why the protein shake is such a great idea and why I've always used it. I talked about it helping me with cravings. So that's a little bit of advice related to the carbohydrates that taste so good, and when you start eating them, you feel like I feel like I'm the black hole sometimes, and it's the opposite of what I want to do. Proteins help with that. But if you put the question in the comments section, I will drill a little bit deeper for you on that, Jeremy. Oh, with diabetic. Okay. So you got to get that under control, because diabetes is one of those diseases that you can get under control. It's one of those diseases that with the right moves, working out is great for diabetics to get under control. Of course, diet adjustments, but a combination of both of those two things is really, really good for getting diabetes under control. I have some experience with the disease because of my loved ones. So I'm glad you want to get on that. Biceps? I'm most muscular. Thanks. I think carbohydrates are pretty good to have before a workout, but again, for me, it's got to be like an hour and a half before the workout, because once my body starts digesting, it's like my body wants to focus on digestion. That's one of the reasons I work out in the morning too. That's another reason why I like to work out in the morning. I get up on an empty stomach, I have a little bit of coffee, I go into the gym, I get my workout, and when I'm done, I'm ready for a great meal. So, but that's not everybody's schedule, and I understand that. So you make modifications based on what works for you and your schedule and your lifestyle and your requirements. And that's what you need to find out. We're all a little bit different. We're the same and we're similar, but our lifestyles are different. Our needs are different. So getting something that works for you specifically, designed for your lifestyle, is what you have to tap into. If I can help you do that, I will try. I will absolutely try to help you do that. Thank you very much. So, hey champ, you've used your exercise bike, resistance bands 3 days a week, and do yoga. That's awesome. All of that is awesome. And you know what, to that point, thank you for sharing that, champ. Strength training is what I recommend for everybody. I don't care who you are or what age, right? Because our muscles hold up our skeleton and they protect our organs. Our muscles are what allow our eyes to blink and us to talk and able to get up from a chair. So we need to really take care of our muscles, build our muscles so that we're strong, especially as we age. We got to take care of our muscles. It's not about bodybuilding for competition. It's about having strength and muscle development to have an active, healthy life, be mobile, right? But it doesn't have to be just weight training. You could use your body. You could do plyometrics, you could do isometrics. There's different ways of working out and getting that stimulus to your muscles. It doesn't have to be just the way I work out. A little bit of strength training for everybody is good, but other activities, the bike, some people cross train, Some people do CrossFit. Some people are runners. All of these things play a role in an overall healthy lifestyle and body. And really kind of doing a little bit of all that stuff, like the yoga for mobility, for balance, for flexibility is so important. I'll be honest, I don't do enough yoga. I need to. I need to stretch more, so maybe you can help me with that. Muscles burn more calorie, so you can eat more. 100%. That's a great point, Michael. Thank you for sharing that. 100%. Because we all love to eat, right? And I always tell people, look, you work out and you build some muscle. Not that you want to be super big if you don't want to. Women are concerned about building too much muscle. But you can eat more. You can enjoy more food. And some people really, really love food. I mean, we just do. Life's simple pleasures include food. Who do I, let's see, who do I, Champ, I know a couple of great vegan bodybuilders who are so knowledgeable on the topic. I will share their names with you. Okay, I want to make sure I'm reading some of these. Muscle burns more calories. I said that. Sorry. Somebody asked a question about an athlete. Who do I fancy for the O? Women's bodybuilding? Is that the question, Mark? Who do I fancy for the Olympia women's bodybuilding? That's really, really hard because there's so many great athletes. Hallie Trevino is incredible. She's the current world champion. She's tough. She's amazing. Margie, Marvelous Margie, incredible body. Alina Popa, if she steps on stage, is going to be incredible. There are so many great women athletes. Yaxani is getting back on stage this year, I believe, for the Olympia, and hopefully that'll take place. And there's more. Natalia, there are so many great athletes. It's going to be a really, really cool show to watch. I'm looking forward to it. So that's a really good question. Alicia Young, Lisa Cross, there's so many great athletes. It's a really hard thing to pick. I'm terrible at that. Margie's are incredible legs. So, yeah. Thank you all for hanging out with me in my home gym. I think that some of you came in before you saw my home gym, but I'm sharing the setup with everybody when I started the live. Hey, George. Who was my biggest idol in female bodybuilding? Okay. Hey, Kansas City. Hi, Jesse. Thank you for joining me, all of you. Okay, so to answer that question, who is my biggest idol in the IFBB? That's hard too. So one of the first bodybuilders I ever saw was Rachel McLeish. And then I saw Gladys Portuguese. And then I saw Janice. And there are so many. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, George. There are so many great women bodybuilders. And the truth is that in my life, I've never collected anything. I wasn't that kind of kid. I was a tomboy. I was running around, chasing my cousins. We were jumping off the jetty. I was always hurt. I was that kid. I didn't, when I first saw women bodybuilders, I was like, whoa, I want to look like that. And then I collected every single magazine I could find on the newsstands. Women's Physique World, every single issue, I owned it. Flex Magazine, I owned it. Muscle and Fitness, I owned it. Iron Man Magazine, Muscular Development. I followed all the amateur and pro women bodybuilders because they motivated me. Laura Craval, incredible, huge heart-shaped upper body. I remember a shot of her doing a double bicep where it looked like just a giant heart with arms. So yes, Rosemary Jennings, I competed with Rosemary. And of course, I competed with some of the greatest women bodybuilders in the world. I competed with Iris Kyle many times, Linda Murray, Juliet Bergman. The list goes on and on. So thank you. Jeremy Arnold's was last weekend. They didn't cancel the entire event. They canceled the expo, and so we didn't go, unfortunately. But so to answer your question, George, since I've been about 13, 14 years old, I have been a fan of women's bodybuilding. Women I've never met: Lisa Lyons, Rachel McClish, Gladys Portuguese, Corey Everson, Craval, Linda Murray. There's Susan Kaminga. I could just keep going, and I've forgotten some of the names, but I'll never forget the faces and the body. And I just knew that that's what I wanted to do, and I'm still in awe of these women today. So, and bodybuilding is a sport that as you get older, you grow into the sport, and that's the beautiful thing about bodybuilding. Unlike most sports, with it, people that excel and become professionals in sports, we start at a very young age, sometimes 4, 5, 6 years old, depending on what the sport is. If you're in football or baseball or gymnastics, or you start very young, and then, by the time you're in your mid-20s, you're already, you're on your way out of your sport. In bodybuilding, because it's about muscle maturity and development, you grow into your sport. And so at the height of my career, I was almost 40 years old, okay? In the average sports world, 40 years old, I mean, you're dead and buried. And so that's one of the beautiful things about bodybuilding, is that you grow into that, and you never stop growing into that. You've got to keep your muscle. You've got to keep your muscle if you want to have quality of life as you age. And I just got on a soapbox because of you, George. Sorry about that. Can you tell I'm a little enthusiastic about bodybuilding? They grow too fast. They do not get conditioned. So I don't know. I mean, I grew into it. Sharon Bruneau, I love Sharon Bruneau. When I was coming up, before I ever got on stage, oh man, I used to look at her in the pages. I would stick the pages up on my refrigerator when I was getting ready for competitions to motivate me. I would have these pictures of Sandy Rinaldi, Diana Dennis. Oh God, forget it. I could just keep going. When are they going to finish the remodel at Venice Outdoor Beach? It's been 2 years. It's my favorite place to work out, and the city has all the stuff. And they haven't. I don't know. Simas? Maybe they'll get it done this. So are you talking about the outdoor? I've only worked out there twice. I have to go back. You're gonna have to let me know when they finish it, and then I'll come out and do a workout. Is that cool? Will you do that? Marie Marhabir. Oh my God, George, you go way back with this sport. You're a hardcore fan. Thank you. Seamus. Hi, Seamus. Hey, hi, Jeremy. Another Jeremy. It's a place it's only $20 a month. It's a fun place to work out. It's such a fun. And you know what happens when you go to the outdoor is all these acrobats and these people doing chin-ups, and it's like a little bit of a circus that's going on there, but it's very cool to watch. Somebody said something about Maria Latonen. Yes, thank you. I love the sun too, right? So Southern California and this place to be. Southern California and Florida, which is the two places I really love to be, because I love, the sunshine, beautiful mountains, green. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Seamus. I really appreciate you saying that. Okay. So any questions you have related to the home gym workout setup, which I'm all in. I dusted all my stuff off today. The stuff is dusty. I'm gonna do my home gym workout. Tomorrow I'm gonna train my shoulders in my home gym in anticipation of maybe an interruption or disruption with the gym hours. I don't know yet. Hey Coco, nice to see you, thank you. Thanks for joining me. And so if you have any questions related to like what I'm gonna do for a home gym workout and what I'm gonna use, what my rep set sequences are, and even the weights I'm gonna be using, I can share that with you. And I'm happy to do that. I wanna do that. Thank you very, very much, Lama. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So please ask me your questions. Let me know what you're interested in, because it's because of you that I'm doing this. Because if I was sitting here by myself, I would never come back. I don't ride a stationary bike. I like the stepper. I like the treadmill. If I want to read or write, I get on the stationary bike because I like to multi-purpose my time. That's how I do the stationary bike. All movement is essential to good health. I don't care if you're on a skateboard, on a bicycle, on a treadmill, walking on in the neighborhood, all movement. You have to keep moving. We have to keep moving. Even if it's in a circle, I don't know, we gotta keep moving. Our body really wants that. Our brains really want that. So I'm here to push you. So I hope you like getting pushed, because I'm gonna push you. Okay. Any kind of presses. You can get on the, for building calves, I'm gonna answer that question. For building your calves, you can get on a step and just go up and down on your toes. Here, let me show you, if I show you something else that I do. Workout live streaming. George, you know what? I just might do that. Maybe I'll do a shoulder workout tomorrow live stream. I don't know. Should I? Okay, I don't think you can see me. Getting up on your toes and flexing your calves at the top of the movement is essentially what you're doing when you're doing a calf exercise. You're just basically going up on your toe. You're doing a toe press. If I have to do my calf workout here, I'm going to go find a step. I'm going to go up and down. And I'm also going to grab some dumbbells. If I don't have a machine I can use, let's see if I can show you this way. I will add resistance just by holding 2 dumbbells on my knees and going up on my toes. And I'm working my calf muscles. That's a home variation of a calf exercise. Okay. I should open my own gym and maybe become a personal trainer. George, what's really interesting about that is that I love training people. I have a fetish for watching people work out. I really do. And I'm kind of proud of that fetish. I love watching people work out because I know how good it is for them, for you. So I just might have to do that. Primo demo, cool. Thank you for joining me. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a shoulder workout live stream going because I got to do my workout. When am I going to be on Rick's Corner again? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe next week. Maybe I'll do Rick's Corner next week. I'd love to do that, actually. He's a pretty awesome guy. Thank you for asking me that. Tell him that you want me on his show so he calls me. So, okay, so you can watch me work out anytime. I can watch you work out anytime. I'd to do that, Coco. I tell you, I have a fetish for watching people work out. I'm not joking. You have a fetish for watching me work out. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to make an adjustment here to this screen because this is a little weird now. And there it is, my little home gym setup. And if you want to work out with me tomorrow, I'll do a home gym workout. Can we do that? Too bad I can't put any music on. It's great talking to you all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending time with me. You guys really, I appreciate you. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know what I'm going to tell you, right? Subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, like the hell out of my stuff, okay? And stay pumped. No matter what's going on, we got to figure out how to do that. No matter what's going on, life gets heavy, we need to stay strong, right? So stay pumped. You guys keep me pumped. You really do. Thank you for all the great questions and for helping me go down memory lane with the women bodybuilders who inspired me my entire life. George, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I just might do a live tomorrow depending on what's going on with the gym situation. But regardless, I'm going to share my home gym workout with you so you see what I'm doing as a modification if you're interested in doing a home gym setup. Awesome. Oh, yeah, me too, Jeremy. And the very best to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.